Alright, what's cracking, everybody? So, first things first, you guys saw that I posted on my community board that I started a Patreon. And appreciate those who are subscribed already. And the reason why I did that is because, like I've said in a few videos, I'm getting tired of YouTube. Not making the videos for you guys, but I'm getting tired of YouTube burning me, basically. I make videos and they demonetize them. And when you're a content creator on YouTube, usually, like for me, the first 24 hours is when I'm gonna get the most views, which would be when I would get the most money. And that's when they demonetize me. Then I have to go ahead and file a review and all that. It takes 2 days. Then they say, oh yeah, your video's good. I get no money out of it. But yet they're running ads and they get their money. See, I have to reach a certain amount before I can get paid. But they get paid regardless. And so it's just frustrating to me. So I don't expect everyone to subscribe to my Patreon, but you know, I figured that way they're not clipping me the way they've been clipping me. And when I post videos, the videos are gonna go to Patreon first. I haven't decided if they're gonna go on Patreon for a week before they hit YouTube, but it's gonna be a minimum of 3 days. They're gonna stay on Patreon before they go to YouTube. Now, the video that I'm making today, it had to do with some comments in my comment section, a couple videos, and I'm gonna put the comments here, and you guys could read them. I took the names off who said it. I'm sure they don't care, you know, because their name's on the post. But so basically, what a couple people have said, and those comments have gotten some likes, is that Raza over here, how they can't stand paisas, right? And so I figured, you know what, I'm gonna make a video on that and just give my opinion. So people's beliefs and their opinions are always going to be based off of their life experiences, things that happened to them, things that they saw happen to their parents or brother or sister or whatever, and they're going to form a belief and an opinion off of that. Now, I don't know about any other state, but I know out here in Southern California, those of you old enough that were, you know, doing your thing in the 80s, you guys got to keep it real with yourselves. We did the paisas dirty. We used to do them dirty as fuck. You know, in the county jails, we did them dirty. You know, we did them dirty a lot, right? And they had the right to form a negative opinion of us because of what we were doing. And we can't be bullies and then say, why don't you like me? Well, they don't like me, so, you know, we got to keep it real. And in keeping it real also, I know there's a lot of raza here that when they refer to paisas, they call them wetbacks. I don't play that shit. Anytime, believe me, there's been times where I heard somebody say that around me, and I checked them immediately, because I don't understand the division. I did the video before on why I personally don't use the word Chicano or Latino or Hispanic and all that. You know, but especially Chicano, because that's saying I'm not Mexican, I'm Chicano. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, you were born over here and this and that. That's true, but my roots are what my roots are. And we fall into the divide and conquer shit when we're so busy dividing ourselves. We want to divide ourselves, right? But then we want to come together on certain shit. It doesn't work that way. Either we're all together or we're not, right? And in my view, we should be together. Me growing up in Santa Barbara, Okay. On the west side of Santa Barbara, when I was growing up, they used to call it Little TJ. It was nothing but raza. There were several times where I got down with a paisa because they couldn't stand us. You know what I mean? But again, we did them dirty, you know, and those of you who have that negative opinion of them, and you know, one person said when it, like the whole thing with ICE, that they don't support the raza on that. I don't get it, because at the end of the day, man, ICE can pull you over and jack up your kids because of the color of your skin. And when we divide ourselves and say, well, nah, that's not me, I was born here, this and that, ICE don't give a fuck about that. Now, I'm not one of those that's gonna bash ICE for everything they do. They do have a job to do. I will always talk about how it's bullshit that they constantly target brown skinned people. You know, they don't go after the illegals that are black or Asian or white. It's always gonna be raza. But I'm just making this video to ask people to keep it real with themselves. How many of you born here have used that fucked up word and referring to a paisa? And, you know, I will never understand that, because that's you, that's what you are, that's your same blood. And it's why I don't understand blacks using the N-word with each other. And now the whole trend of the N-word being like a term of, supposedly a term of endearment. You know, I play video games and I hear white boys saying it to each other. And I'm gonna keep it real. When they say it, and if I'm in that lobby with them, I tell them, hey, you ain't even black. Why are you using that word? You know, I mean, people say they use the N-word with each other to lessen the evil of the word or some shit. Don't call me a wetback. Not even if you're Mexican. That's not gonna be a way to me you take away anything from the word. That's just a way you piss a motherfucker off. And it's also a way where other people are gonna laugh at you and be like, hey, this fucking dummy, disrespecting himself and his own culture. We don't do that. And so I would just ask that, you know, when we run across these paisas that don't like us, ask yourself, did you ever do one dirty? Did you play a role in that? You know, we're extremely proud people, right? You look at in Mexico, every state thinks they're better than the other states. So of course they're gonna look at us born over here and say, you ain't even Mexican. Because over there they're saying, I'm more Mexican than you, my state is more, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a cultural thing that we have to live with. But as far as the hate for our people, just remember, if you want the raza to come together in order to get shit done for us, then you can't have a division. You can't, it's either all the way or none of it. You can't be like, we have to come together, but fuck those guys. It doesn't work that way. So I'm gonna keep this short. Give me some feedback on it. And I'm gonna, now that I have the Patreon, I have to try to make sure I put up a video once a week. I have to, you know, and that's another thing. I had to find some motivation. It's hard for me working and, you know, trying to expand, trying to do the podcast, trying to do all these things to, you know, maybe I'd get lucky one day and this stuff would be my full-time job and I would be able to dedicate more time to it and pay the bills that way. All right, man, so I got to get ready for work. With that, I'm out.